Hey there! Many of us have felt an undeniable urge to sleep after a hearty meal, and conveniently, it usually happens right after eating lunch. But why? How do we avoid it? The feeling of being tired after a meal is called postprandial somnolence. Here are some of the causes. The time of your meal. Yes, the time of day that you eat is crucial to how you feel afterwards. According to many experts, we feel a natural dip in our energy twice a day, once at 2 a.m. and again at 2 p.m. So if you're having your lunch around 12:30 or 1, you may feel sleepy by the time it hits 2. This is because your energy lowers at that time. Additionally, after a meal, your body is more concentrated on digesting that meal than any other process. When you think about it, going to sleep may not be a bad idea, as it would allow your body to digest food better. Unfortunately, most of us have to work, and we don't want to be caught dozing off. There is a solution. Try and get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. This way, even if you feel a bit tired around 2 in the afternoon, you won't feel sleepy. Since you've gotten a good sleep, your body has already completed its sleep cycle. As far as being tired is concerned, you can always drink some lemon juice or water to replenish your energy. This leads us to our second point. What you eat. A wise man once said, "We are what we eat." Well, in a way, it's true. The type of food you eat affects your body. If you're eating food that helps produce serotonin, then you might feel a little sleepy after having lunch. Serotonin is a chemical that can help in regulating your mood as well as your sleep cycle. So, what kind of food causes the body to produce more serotonin? The answer is simple. Any type of food that is rich in carbohydrates and proteins. Foods with lots of protein contain amino acids, one of which is tryptophan. This is in stuff like turkey, which is why you feel sleepy after eating it. Tryptophan helps the body to produce more serotonin, and the carbohydrates help your body to absorb more tryptophan. Tryptophan is mostly found in eggs, meat, fish, spinach, and dairy products, all of which are very important sources of protein for humans. Similarly, carbs is mostly found in foods like pasta, rice, bread, and cakes. Simply put, there's no way you can escape these two. Hey, all they want to do is help your body rest while it absorbs the necessary minerals it needs to function properly. Although it might be a problem if you're going for a meeting or presentation right after you eat. Don't worry, there is a way. Instead of having full meals 3 times a day, divide them into 5 or 6 balanced meals. This way, you won't be consuming enough tryptophan or carbohydrates to affect your mood or your sleep cycle. It would enable you to be more productive and stay healthy. Don't skip meals, as you may end up causing more harm to your digestive system than you realize. Oh, and always have a proper breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day, after all. With that said, let's talk about our next point. Quantity of food. You may notice that the urge to sleep increases when you've eaten more food during your lunch break. Just like we explained earlier, when you eat a lot of food that may contain tryptophan and carbohydrates, you'll feel the need to sleep more often. The amount of sleep you got the night before also plays a major role. Additionally, if you already have high levels of blood sugar, then you would likely feel more sleepy, as larger meals in the afternoon are known to raise the blood sugar levels and dip the energy flow of your body. So if it's approaching 2 in the afternoon, you're feeling drowsy, and you didn't have a good sleep at night, it's probably because you had a lunch filled with protein and carbohydrates. You've just cooked up the perfect recipe for a nap. What do you do now? First of all, never compromise with your sleeping hours. When you don't have enough sleep at night, you'll feel sleepy during the day. That urge will only increase after you've had lunch. The second point would have to be to go for a short walk after lunch. Walk for 100 meters and back if you can. Since your body is now involved in physical activity, it would be able to digest the food without casting the sleeping spell on you. While you're at it, you can also drink some juice and get back to work feeling fresh and energetic. Additionally, you can also take a short 15 to 20 minute power nap during the day. It would help you feel better and more focused with your work. Speaking of which, did you know in Japan, companies encourage workers to take power naps after lunch to increase their productivity? Sounds cool, right? Of course, there are two other methods to avoid sleeping after lunch. Avoid alcohol. When you drink alcohol along with high-protein food and carbohydrates, you're inviting trouble. The alcohol works as a catalyst for the serotonin and increases your urge to fall asleep. Forget going to work after lunch, you'll find it hard to leave the restaurant. This is why you should always avoid alcohol while having lunch. Apart from that, it's inappropriate in many work cultures to be intoxicated at the office. So, for your health and your career's sake, avoid drinking. This brings us to our next point. Bright light therapy. Usually, exposure to brightness may not be good for our eyes. Although there is one time you can expose your eyes to bright light, and that is right after you've had a delicious lunch. Researchers agree that people who were exposed to bright light after having lunch feel less tired. Sounds fascinating, doesn't it? If you try this, then you won't have to go for a walk after lunch. Sleeping is an essential part of our routine. When you have to stay awake and be productive for 17 hours a day, then you need to sleep at least 7 hours a night. This will lessen your chances of feeling tired during the day. Have you ever felt sleepy after lunch? Have you tried any of these tricks to avoid falling asleep? Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of bestie are we if we don't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.